Hello, dear traders. Hello, 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 hello. Dear traders, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome you at our trading session today. We are having, so it's Monday, and we have a market review trading session today. So we're not really going to be doing a lot of trading today, since it's more of a kind of like this market overview session today, but you have a very nice opportunity to ask me some questions related to trading, and I will also gladly answer maybe a few questions to you regarding trades and trading in general, making deposits, making withdrawals, also, some questions related to market. So since we have a lot of interesting stuff going on the market, including earnings reports, including economic calendar, including non-farm payrolls, and many other things. So yeah, the more questions you ask me, the better our communications will go. So guys, can you hear me, and can you see my screen? I guess yes. So I'm just waiting for your comments. And guys, the first thing that I would like to start our trading session today is going to be this wonderful website called YCharts, where we get market statistics for many topics. And one of the one of those economic parameters, so key economic parameters, is U.S. crude oil in the strategic petroleum reserves. And a very interesting situation has been happening for the last 4 weeks in a row. So finally, no more oil is taken out from these storages. So not a single barrel has been taken from that from this strategic petroleum reserve for the last 4 weeks. So that is a huge accomplishment by the U.S. government, who finally have managed to stabilize a little bit, at least a little bit, the situation with the petroleum reserves. And we can also see how this got reflected in our charts. So let me do like last 4 weeks. Even though in the beginning we had a little bit of growth of oil prices, and then we have seen a drop, and without taking any extra oil from those strategic petroleum reserves, we more or less managed to have come to this moment of time when prices went down without any oil being used from those strategic petroleum reserves. So this news is very good for the oil market in general, for all across the globe, all over the world. So this means that as of now, the oil prices have stabilized. Now, a few threats for the oil market and for oil prices are coming up in the upcoming months, I would say. So basically, the beginning of May, so usually is called the high driving season in the United States, which is, we are still 3 months away from that, and so I don't think that that's going to play a major role, but still, that's one of the things to consider. So that, and we can also have a quick technical view of the unfolding story. So let's look at what's going on here. All right, so at this moment, the price is testing this inclined level of support, which is situated right at the 80 level. So it coincides with this 80 level of support, and this can probably be a very important point of reversal, or maybe the price will drop even further down. So we don't know that yet, but things are, I'm looking at things as they are currently, and maybe we might see this breakdown of the 80 level. Okay, as of now, I don't see this happening, but This is thing to consider. And also maybe this is time to actually open some up trades, and maybe it's time to make some oil investments. So maybe guys, so like I always do every Monday, I open trades. So we can see that, okay, so I'm risking minus 50%. If you can see here on the scale on the right hand side, it basically shows my potential profits. So and I can open another more conservative trade. And basically, if the price goes here, like eventually it might, and I can make plus 200% profit, or even here it'll be around 300% profit. And at the same time, what I like about this current position and this moment of time is that my stop loss is very, very near, is very, very limited. So I'm risking about 80 cents per trade, and my potential gain can be up to $5. So that is a very good ratio if you think about Forex. So in Forex, when you trade Forex, you wanna have this risk reward ratio as big as possible. So you wanna like have a very short stop loss and a very big take profit. So potentially these are the two things that we always play around with when you trade Forex. So when it comes to FTT trading, the one of those variables in the equation is of course your amount of trading, but it's all about duration of trades, right? It's all about duration of trades. Now on Forex, we have another variables. So we have the multiplier, which basically means more risk and also more profit, or actually more profit and more risk at the same time. And next things to consider, the next two things to consider are trading, are stop loss and take profit. So where you wanna get out of the position once you lost, for example, in this case, I invest $1,000 and my risk, my stop loss here in this position is around $500, and at the same time my take profit is 2,000. So as you can see, I try to maintain this ratio of 4. Take profit should exceed my potential stop loss here by 4. So trying to maintain this ratio. So it doesn't work all the time, but it does work from time to time occasionally, and from those profitable trades I get enough profits to actually cover up my losses from the previous trades, from those losing trades, and at the same time to get profit to actually be always going up with profits. Now, all right. So, guys, do you have any questions? Yeah. Okay. So all right. I have a question from Mohammed here. I invest, but I'm always in a loss. All right. So, actually, having losses is well, basically, it is a part of game. It's it's impossible to get rid of losses completely, but a more a better approach to losses would actually be how do you cope with those losses, and does it affect your the end results? Because like I said, with when it comes to trading, let me just so yeah, for example, I use this website. So out of 10, let's imagine you have 10 trades, right? So you can have say 3 profitable trades and 7 losing trades. And even at this ratio, which doesn't seem like a nice ratio, but if your profit here is, for example, something like $400 plus, and here your average loss is minus 100, so that means here you lose minus $700, and from these profitable trades you make $1,200 of profit. As you can see, as you can see, you are in the profit of by plus $500 or whatever currency your account is. So oftentimes on Forex, it's not about just like the ratio between profitable trades and losing trades. It is more about your money management. So how do you manage your positions? And that is why we have a variety of tools. So these tools that can actually help you gain this like mathematical advantage over the market. So for example, with gold, maybe let's imagine you put a down trade here, you short sell this asset here at 1950, and your stop loss is somewhere here. It's around $10. Now, what could be your potential profit? Wow, here in this case it's almost $100, like $90. So your risk to reward ratio is 9 to 1. And of course, it doesn't happen all the time. It only happens during certain moments of time, like this. Yeah, let's go see the economic calendar, right? So what affected the markets last week? Of course, it was the a lot of economic data coming up from different agencies. And so yeah, let's select last week. So Wednesday through Friday of last week, and we had a bunch of statistics published in the United States. It was ADP non-farm employment change. So that this is preliminary data that comes out on the first Wednesday of the month, and then we had this non-farm payrolls, which really surprised all the investors, because here, as you can see, this ADP non-farm employment change was 106,000, but the actual data was 517. So this number exceeded these expectations by a lot, by probably, well, close to 3 times, like 2.7 times. So that is a huge change. That is a huge difference. And because of this, we saw this huge, well, drop in, well, first of all, we saw this huge rise of the United States dollar against many assets. For example, USD JPY, right? So we had this huge surge on, yeah, it was here. So Friday was the 3rd of February, right? And we saw this huge, well, basically the US dollar went up by, well, more than 1% actually, which is quite a lot in like 1 to 3 hours. So these 3 white soldiers pattern, and then this morning we had another gap up, which is quite big for this currency, like almost 1 point, more than 1 point, 1.5 points, like 1% up. So that's a huge gap for this kind of currency. Now the same happened on the Euro USD, but on the contrary, right? So we saw this. So that was on Wednesday. Oh, that was first of all the FOMC interest rate decision last week on Tuesday, and then we saw this ADP data, and then we saw this non-farm payrolls. So a lot of volatility was coming from the markets last week. Because we had like FOMC interest rate decision, and we saw ADP non-farm employment change. So a lot of interesting news were coming out last week. Guys, if you text something in the chat, so please do it in English, because I don't really speak I don't really speak Hindi. I know that this language Biruram that you use is Hindi, but I'm not able to understand it. All right, so a question from Nitin here. Even though I'm applying the strategies like Rodeo, Horizon, Triple Rebound, Millennium, Excel, etc., still I'm losing at the last minute. Even I keep my timings from 3 minutes to 5 minutes, but again I lose. All right. Well, unfortunately, I don't have, I cannot really have, I cannot see your trades, I cannot see your statistics of your account. But if you if you trade on advanced level or expert level, you can request um, a one-on-one consultation with one of our financial analysts, and they will be able to help you out with that. So usually with 3-minute, 5-minute trades, the market really makes a move. So you cannot really be like most of the time, like, yes, we can have, even though we have these situations from time to time where the market does not move for 5-10 minutes, but mostly it does move, and the outcomes of your trade should not be affected by this, we call it market noise, or this kind of sideways movement. So guys, in this case, well, I still recommend, well, in this case, well, basically you need to keep working on your strategies, keep working on your well, maybe trading journal. So maybe focus on one strategy. So I don't know whether you switch between different strategies all the time, or you still or you have your main like one strategy, or a number of strategies, like main two strategies, something like this. So in this case, well, I wish, yeah, I just wish I knew more, I had more information regarding your trades and your strategies, but from what you say, I still think you need to practice a little more. And well, in this case, so go down to the minimum amount. So go to, for example, $1 per trade. So $1 per trade, and try to stick with this kind of trading for maybe a few weeks, or at least 1 week, and see whether it makes difference. Because when you trade $1, yes, you will not make any big significant profits, but at the same time you won't really go into deep losses. So it's kind of like this very, very conservative strategy where you don't really risk a lot, but at the same time, yes, you will not become a millionaire by trading $1, but at the same time, this is a very good exercise to actually work on your trading psychology, first of all, your money management, and, well, basically your strategies as well. So going back to our basic concept of the 3 pillars of successful trading, which are, of course, strategy is number 1. Second of all, it's management, money management, and third is psychology of trade. So you need to have all these 3 components, because without that, it's impossible to become a professional, profitable trader. Now, guys, what is happening today? So the economic calendar, not very not as filled with news as the previous week. I would say just a lot of speeches here. So Christine Lagarde speaks today at 8 p.m. my time, my local time. Also tomorrow, yes, some meeting minutes from Brazil. So Federal Chairman Colin Powell speaks in the United States. Okay, so this will be a very important news for the Australian dollar. So for example, currency pairs like AUD, USD will be affected. Next, interest rate decision in India. Well, so that's quite an interesting story, guys. Let's talk about it again a little bit. So we have this the currency pair, the Indian rupee. Even though we don't have this asset available for trading on our platform, I know that we have many traders from India, and of course, like people are interested in what's about to happen with their currency. And in with the Indian rupee, we have a very interesting situation here. So we have this kind of like ascending triangle, because as you can see, we have this looks more like this, I would say. So the price here is approaching this 83 level, and it might break above this level, and that will cause further drop in the value of the Indian rupee. So I'm not really familiar that much with the state of the economy of India, so I cannot really say exactly how are things with the Indian rupee and what are the factors that affected a lot. But from looking from this chart, I can really see that the um, um, so the price here, the quotes are approaching this strategic level of 83. So I do not expect a huge drop of the Indian rupee, but at the same time I can see that the currency is really affected, and this might be a breakout here, because so we did this attempt number 1 with head and shoulders pattern. Next we had another attempt, and the price was like trading really like significant time around it. And then we have this new approach. So with this new approach, it means that so these levels are very obvious to investors, and despite these levels being very obvious, the price, so bulls, the buyers, they are still pushing this price up, and of course they see these levels, but still the price goes up. So in this case, guys, so in this case, well, anything can happen here. A breakout is possible. Now, I think we will see it very soon, because yes, we're just 30 cents or 30 cents away from the 83 level. What's your tips for a newbie in OLYMP trade? Well, basically find your strategies. So attend our webinars where we trade. So attend our practical webinars where we trade and demonstrate different trading strategies. Second of all, don't be in a rush. Don't rush things. Don't try to become a millionaire, overnight or within 1 week. Think about trading as a marathon instead of a sprint, because many people try to win a lot of money too fast. They start investing more money that they potentially can lose, and that leads to like a lot of psychological pressure that adds up to their psychological pressure, and instead of making profit, people get into losses, and then their next goal is to, wow, I've lost so much money, I need to recover this money. So they have a totally incorrect mindset, okay, in this case. So I would say stability and trading with kind of having this bigger goal in the like have a big goal in the end of the tunnel, so to say. Have a big goal, but go there in small steps. Don't try to be in a rush. The market will not go anywhere, and even with some crazy charts, like for example USD TRY, when the economy of Turkey, for example, or the currency rate goes from 5 to 18 in just under, well, probably like 4 years. So February 19, we are at February 23. So it's not the end of the world, and the country lives, and many people have actually made a lot of money when this thing happened. So guys, it's all about being cold-headed, or cold-hearted. So don't do any crazy things in terms of not proper money management. So focus on long-term goals. So set long-term goals for yourself, and don't forget to spend time for education and learning how trading works, learning how to do your trading journal, working on your trades on the weekends, and things like this. So what is the maximum of trades per day? It's unlimited, so there is no limit on the platform about that. In regards to that, I think you shouldn't be making more than probably 100 trades. So maybe 100, 150 trades per day would be the optimum amount, especially if you learn, because actually when you learn, you need to do a lot of practice. You need to be opening trades all the time because you need to get this experience trading under different conditions. It can be a trendy day, or it can be a sideways movement all day long. It can be indices which are traded a little bit differently, and then we can have Euro USD, like the majors. Then we have some more exotic, like so Euro CHF, which is not traded that actively. That is why the rate of return here is lower. Then we have natural gas, where minimum duration of trades equals 15 minutes. But in the beginning, I suggest, I encourage you to stay focused, to maybe trade a few different assets. Do not try to trade everything that you see, and try to write down on a piece of paper, on a sheet of paper, all the things that you learn from the market. So like having these mental notes, or taking them down on the paper. So this is very important. Yes. Okay. So another question here: investment only in Forex is profitable for me always? I would say that actually it turns out that on Forex you can make more money probably by compared to FTT, but it takes a longer time. With FTT is so why, for example, I still trade FTT and many people trade FTT, because FTT mode of trading is the fastest way to grow your capital, because there you can actually make 82 or 90% or 84% profits within 1 minute. So, and that of course bears a lot of risk as well, because you potentially you can make a lot of money, but at the same time your risks are also very, very high, because well, because you make a lot of trades all the time. Now, so I answered that. Yeah, let me find your question. So Nitin, you write, can you please respond regarding my query? I think I answered your query about strategies. If you have any other questions, so please write them again, because I don't see them. I only see that question about strategies. Now, a person here says, I entered a deal, USD JPY is heating up. Well, yeah, that's USD JPY. Yes, USD JPY, because the United States dollar here found this support, and on this news basically pushed up, fired up in the sky, and is currently trading, well, 3% higher than it was trading last Thursday. So just in 2 trading days, price went up by 3%. So which is quite big. But of course, this year, or actually last year, we saw even stronger moves on this currency pair. And you also have to consider that this is a very big. So Japan is what is economy number 3 in the world after China and the United States. And when you have such strong fluctuations of the 3rd largest economy in a year, or within 1 year, like going from 115 to 150, that is not a very good sign for the health. It doesn't indicate that the Japanese economy is in a healthy state. So, how much money you have earned through OLYMP TRADE? Oh, wow. That is a good question. Well, first of all, that's a little, I haven't counted exactly. I should have this separate data, because I still do my trading journal, my diary, but of course, it's also quite a private question, because each trader, well, it's not, well, each trader, no, it's really it's really an interesting situation. So many people don't like to disclose how much money they make, and that is their right. I think we have another case when people, for example, when people actually take money for education. So these some of educators on YouTube or maybe some trading schools, and they claim that I will like just give me $1,000 and I will teach you how to trade. So from those people, I would definitely ask something like this, like their statement, their proof of trades or proof of profits, something like this. In our case, we do live trading, and I show all my results unedited, live, etc. So in this case, you can see my results, how I trade during my webinars. So I invite you to my webinar. Actually, it will take the nearest webinar will take place on Wednesday. And yeah, wow, we also have an interesting, I just noticed by looking at the chart, that on the daily chart, USD JPY, so the United States dollar against the yen, we had this down move, and we have this breakout above this descending channel. So that might be an interesting breakout with a further continuation, and so continuation of movement like upwards. Okay, so like a new trend reversal. And I actually mentioned this many times, that this level 130 acts as a strong support level, and there have been many confirmations of that. Now, what is the best strategy? Well, I wouldn't say that there is one kind of like one fits all unique best strategy that has 99% winning rate. We have a number of trading strategies. I can tell you about my personal favorite ones, and these are, so let me open here strategies. Okay, and my favorite strategies are, well, Excel is a perfect strategy for beginners. It has only one indicator in it, and this indicator actually gives a very good number of winning trades. Very simple. And so why, for example, I recommend it for beginners in trading is because when you are a beginner in trading and you don't know which strategy to follow or what kind of indicators to rely on, so you need something to begin with. And this simple yet very effective strategy can actually improve, can give you this so much needed booster in the very beginning. So you need boosters you need something, it's like this Rosetta Stone kind of like metaphor. So you need some starting point, how you will unlock the secrets of trading further down your road, down your path to trading mastery. And that's a good stepping stone. Next, I love Kind Martin. Diving, I love. Friday is also, once again, simple strategy, yet very efficient. Is based upon 3 EMAs, so exponential moving average, close to a simple moving average, but exponential ones. What is next? Next is, so I would say, Jektar. Jektar, a little bit difficult to understand in the very beginning because it has a little different principle of work. Next, Horizon is very efficient, and of course triple rebound. So probably my last 6 or 7 webinars have all closed with profits, and I did them with different strategies. And then it's probably up to you, up to every trader to decide which trading strategy fits his or her trading style, because like I say, everything is a little bit unique, and so every person is unique and has a different approach to trading. So I use the best strategies which are mostly used by expert traders, for example, Rodeo, Horizon, Millennium, Friday, but at the last minute it changes to different direction, even if I use 3 to 5 minutes. So how often does it happen? What I would do is I would look at my trades, so those trades that I've already closed, and I would open each one of them, and I will try to see. So maybe in your case, you need to increase to 5 minutes, and you are going to keep the same signals, the same entry points, but for example, this one, it's Excel strategy. So yeah, increase time from 5 minutes, go to 15 minutes. So 5-minute time frame and duration of trades will now becomes like this. And you just do the same thing and see whether it helps. Because if something doesn't work, it is very important to figure out what exactly is not working and to try and fix this part, this element as soon as possible. So the sooner you're able to fix that element, well, the better it is for your overall results, right? So yeah, that's what I do here. 5-minute trades, 15 minutes duration. The same signal, but a different time frame, and see whether it helps. So in this case, I strongly suggest to just trying something else, right? So if something doesn't work for you, something that worked for me, they might not work for you or for any other person, for some other person. So in this case, try something new. And once again, don't try to make all the money like of the world within 1 week. Like go to $1 trades, open 100. You will not, like I said, you're not gonna make a lot of money with that amount of per trade, but at the same time you will not lose much. So that's, in this way you can actually try and test different strategies. So yeah, just try different things. Do you recommend Martingale step? Martingale can be used, and we actually have this really convenient tool where you can actually multiply this amount. But of course, you have to understand that if your initial trading amount is $20, let's imagine I lose 1 trade, I lose 2 trades, I lose 3 trades, 4 trades, 5 trades. Hold on. So 1 trade lost, 2 trades lost, 3 trades lost, 4 trades lost, 5 trades lost, 6 trades lost, 7 trades lost. So on the 7th step, I need 1,280. And also you have to add up the previous losses. So the current losses at the after 7 losing trades in a row, if you start with $20, equal, well, close to 2,000, maybe 400. So you need to make sure that you don't have a big number of losing trades in a row. That your trades, you shouldn't have this like a big number of losing trades in a row, like consecutive losing trades. And then, but at the same time, you can start with $1. And that strategy works if you have a big number of trades, like $1. So on the 2nd step, you have $2, right? So then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So in this case, you need $1,000 risk deposit or insurance deposit, and after 10 steps, you only risk this amount of money, which is still a lot, but you have 10. But basically, you have 10 attempts to make a profitable trade. So that's almost like a guaranteed thing. And I know that many people actually do use this approach, this kind of approach. Does it allow you to make huge profits? Well, probably not, because you still start with $1, but still, maybe if you start with like $5, which will be like somewhere in the middle grounds, you can make probably $100-$200 per day of profits, which transforms into $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 per month, which is already a very good money. I want to know why you don't use a USDT account. Well, because I have I cannot use everything at the same time. I have a number of sub accounts here, and I use them for different tools. So I don't know why I don't use USDT account. I mean, it's kind of like asking the question why am I not using kind Martin strategy right now? Well, because I'm using I'm looking at the momentum strategy right now. So it's impossible to use everything at the same time. So the platform has a pretty big functionality, and there are many tools, many different tools and variations what you can use in your trades, like different indicators, modes of trading, and at the same time, this variety is good. The choice is great, but at the same time, too much choice creates also like problem of choice that you don't know where to start, where to begin with. Deposit amount not credited. Why? This problem does happen from time to time. So please contact customer support. I know they are a little bit overloaded with such requests. They've been overwhelmed, I would say, with these requests recently. But I know they are working on fixing this, and I hope that soon things will get much better. In that sense, and so if you have contacts of your personal account manager, VIP account manager, so please contact them. They will help you. If not, then I can only ask you to wait until your issue has been resolved. Well, guys, I think this is gonna be it for today. I would like to thank you all for having attended my webinar, and I would like to remind you in the beginning and the conclusion that we have webinars, trading seminars, trading webinars every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday in different languages. Do you recommend MACD and public SAR? Yes, these are great indicators, and in the in-kind market strategy, you can find them both, and they act as well. Basically, we have two layers of confirmation. The first one comes from the MACD, and the second one comes from the parabolic SAR. And these indicators are very accurate, reliable, and of course they need you need to have practice with them, right? You need to figure out how they work, because each indicator has individual particularities, and you need time to actually master them. But generally speaking, these are great indicators, time proven, and well, I definitely recommend using them. What is better for beginners? I would say FTT is better, because FTT gives you more practice and chance to open more trades. And in the beginning, it's not about making money necessarily. It's about getting some experience, which is ready for your future profits. It's like, when you train to become a boxer, you spend a lot of time in the gym, and only after you've spent enough time in the gym, you can actually go and fight in a ring. The same is true for trading. So try open many trades on FTT, practice different combinations, variations, different setups, and then go do live trades, serious trades with bigger amounts of money. So preparation, then you do real trades. You get a feedback from the market, basically this feedback in the form of whether you make profits or you have losses, and then it's like rinse and repeat process over and over again. What is the purpose of the deal GBP USD? All right, let's have a look at it. So probably I should be closing this trade quite soon. My take profit is still a little bit somewhere around here, but I talked about this trade when I opened it last week and before. So we have this double top formation, and well, basically it was obvious that the price is having difficulties of going further above the 1.24 level, and the bears there, they just wouldn't let the bulls go any further up, and eventually we see this like accumulation phase and then this breakdown, and that is why we are trading here. We are trading at where we are. How can I guess what candle will be next? It's almost impossible, and I don't really recommend. There is no need to guess which candlestick will be next. All that matters is kind of like overall movement or trend, and each separate or individual candlestick is not really important. All right, so Akpak, Thomas says, Thomas, my deposit issue is still not resolved. Can you please help? Well, I know that for sure someone called you and tried to fix that, your deposit issue. All right, let me talk with that person, and or probably I'll be able to help you with that. I will see. I will ask this person to check on your situation again. Well, guys, I will be finishing my webinar today, and I will see you all on Wednesday. So we're gonna have a lot of fun, and we're gonna have a lot of trading. So don't forget to click the like button, subscribe to our channel if you like our content, and I will see you soon. And also I wish you a wonderful, productive trading week and nice profits or a lot of trading experience, depending on your goal, whether you are at the making money stage or you are at a learning stage. So there are two stages, and don't try to mix them to learn and make a lot of money at the same time. Try to actually separate these two stages. All right, guys. Thank you very much. I will see you soon. I will see you on Wednesday.